Welcome back. All you need is a t-shirt and a pair of scissors for this next craft project. Jennifer Ackerman Haywood from the Grand Rapids Press and CraftSanity.com is here to show us what to do. You're sporting your project, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been really
We'll have you step out when we show off on your model at the end. But anyway, your old t-shirts have new life.
Yes, and I was inspired by Nicolay. She's going to be in town, this author who's come out with a couple of books. Here are her books. She's come out with 2 books, over 200 ideas now of how to restyle t-shirts. And she's going to be in town next Thursday teaching workshops.
That's unbelievable. Okay.
So yeah, we'll have some information on how you can get into her workshop. Now, people have been cutting up t-shirts for a long time. The gym, the muscle shirt, the extreme muscle shirt. You have to, I recommend wearing something underneath that unless you're going to plan to get arrested at the Y. But there's other things you can do. Halloween's coming up.
Yep.
I've been cutting up a lot of t-shirts, and this is something you can make a cape for your child.
Oh, that's cute.
This is just the back of a t-shirt. You know, and you just keep that neckline, and there you go. You have an instant cape.
Cute.
Yeah. So I've been also making some dresses, and these directions you can find in the second book.
Look at this.
Generation T Beyond Fashion. I made this one for my daughter, and this is just a couple shirts together. I mean, Goodwill is like a gold mine for stuff like this, or your own closet. There's a bigger version next to that.
Yes, and that's this one.
Yep.
This was already a cute t-shirt, and you just picked up on the orange.
Yeah.
And you just leave your edges raw. There's no hemming involved.
That's the thing about jersey is you can cut it, and it doesn't fray. So it's magical.
Cute as can be.
You don't need a serger, and it's really fun.
Okay.
Now, you need a sewing machine for these projects, but this one is from Megan's first book, and you don't need a sewing machine. Basically what I did, took a t-shirt, cut the sleeves off, and I did that right inside that seam line.
Yes.
Okay, so I have it inside out here, and what I'm going to do, I made a line, and I just use, you don't have to have any special tools, but I just use
a straight edge of some sort. Yep.
And you're going to go a couple inches from that neckline to the bottom of the armhole. And what you do is you just, and this is one of those great no-sew projects.
These we like.
Yes. Well, I think it's great because it's accessible to everyone. And I think a lot of times crafting seems real intimidating for people.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. We want everyone to join in. And so you can see here, I'm just cutting.
You're cutting that section
out. And so now you've taken your free t-shirt from whatever event, and you're making this into a nightclub type of.
Yeah, this is an off-the-shoulder number.
So this might be for like 18 and over crowd. Moms and dads, I'm sorry if your 15-year-old wants to do this now. So you're left with this, and this can be worn by itself. I have a hard time keeping this up by myself.
Yes.
So what you can do, I'll move over here.
Okay.
Okay. What happens here is I cut, if you can hand me the white strips right there.
Yes.
Okay. I cut this off the bottom. I made 4 strips, and I cut this off the bottom. And what you end up doing is just making yourself another shoulder strap. And just braiding it. And so you start with a knot here. You braid until the shoulder is about 10 inches, and then you just separate it. And you have 4 strands here. And then I just use, all my pins are craft related. It's much cooler if you have like some rock and roll pins here. And then you just fasten it, try it on, and make some adjustments, and just fasten it all with pins.
That is really cute.
Yes, and it's like, I mean, these books are fantastic. It's really changed the way I look at t-shirts, because you can really do some cool stuff with t-shirts.
Step out so they can see you, and then you're going to have information in your column. In fact, you're giving away one of these great t-shirt books.
Yes, people can win. They can go to CraftSanity.com, and we'll have information to enter to win. But Sunday's column will tell people everything they need to do to get in the drawing for that. And I hope people are inspired to cut up their t-shirts and
give them a second life.
Yeah.
All right, terrific idea. You can find more information on our website, WZZM13.com. Just click on Take 5 links. Up next, see some fun ways to wear flowers, maybe even on these new dresses you make.